Greetings, fellow sentinels of the Inquest. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, Inquest of the Dead. Episode 6. The Swarms Are Growing. Bye-bye. Is it, safe for you to exit? Oh, no. Oh, hold up. Move. Go. She's trying to exit this way. Not safe, guys. You're in danger. Good was just like, excuse me a moment. And like any good butler, just ran out and prepped the exit. Nothing to see here. Henri was like, what's all that squishy meat noise I hear beyond the wall? Oh, it's nothing. Just neighbors. Just a little neighborly dispute about land ownership or something. Bye-bye! Oh god, you're 16 and you were organ farmed? I feel really bad for that girl. Oh, there's a shamble in our base. No, there isn't. I don't know where you came from. You wandered way the hell in. No, don't stand on it. Come on. Alright, so she should be able to make it off tile, and that will help our relationship, which is always a good thing. Now, another thing that Good will have to do after doing a lot of stone cutting is obtaining a lot of steel for the heavy bridges itself. Hospitality for a royal. Okay, do we host... They're only a novice, so it's pretty cheap. Do we host the royal for 25 days? It's not a charity quest. I can't use gene packs because, as you can see here in Forbidden Research, we've got xenogenetics, so it's not like I can even bother with the gene packs, so that wouldn't really be a good reward. But a medical book in gold might be good. I don't know. And you guys can decide. 2.5 minutes on the board. And she did make it out. So we did benefit. How good is Andrew? That's a good question. Andrew is an Imperial Inquisitor. Hey, look at you. You're smart. You hypothetically can fight, but you don't have a lot of training. You don't work fast. You kind of suck. You're a teetotaler, toddler. But you are an Inquisitor after all. It's not terrible, just not great either. Some potential, at least. Okay, you probably don't have to meditate that much, Sakura, anymore. That experiment did work. You did regrow even the rat's limbs, which is really cool. And you can get back to farming. Alright, the other thing I wanted to do is to get a machining table. I'm gonna, this is not a convenient spot, but I'm gonna place it here, and this is for the masks. And that's gonna allow us to potentially open up Ancient Dangers for recruits. And now that Sakura can regrow limbs, if we're a little rough with the people in the Ancient Dangers, at least they're not, like, permanently dead. So, I know how weird that sounds, but, like, that, I suppose, is a benefit as well. And I think it will increase the cost, but I want like a walking bridge here. So a wall and a walk path. I'll probably do the same over here and over here. Knowing that this is all going to be annexed, I'll just home zone it now. I could heavy bridge the southern wall, yeah. Absolutely. All right, you guys say screw the royal. Got it. Well, maybe not literally, just figuratively. Don't let them in. Cool. Looking good. Where's their granite? Okay. Just checking needs. Shambler saw 11 in one group. Got it. Led by a gore hulk. Oh, and 9 approaching. Okay. Let's bring the light. Yeah, you're not gonna get to touch any of my shooters. It's just not gonna happen. Kadath, you're in the best mood, so you can be on corpse duty. Don't stand on the fire. Oh. Smokey the Bear needs a word with you. Well, he got a little burn. She got like 2 bruises. Well, I think we're fine. I like how he's guilty of harming himself. Burned yourself. You're going to prison. Well, I guess there's a precedent. Not to get too dark, but I think it is kind of illegal to try to commit suicide. Whatever. I digress. Dog treats. Sure thing. So, permanent levy and perimeter wall. It's going to be the priority, as you can see. And it's coming. It's coming together. And then we'll have kind of a natural open here, which we can then move to like the water area. Or even defend up the river. Might not be a terrible idea. Like walling up the river so that shamblers, when they're aggro, have to come up the river. Because there's also a potential for, like, manhuntered animals and stuff, right? It's not just shamblers. And, like, large manhuntered animals could pose just as much of a threat, if not greater, than shamblers. So, you know, shamblers aren't the only things we necessarily have to worry about. It'll be annoying if they burn in the water. You're not wrong. There would need to be some sort of like local burn box or something. Or frag grenades. We can just frag them once they're down. You know, there's ways to handle it. Oh, and we're going for this forest. Because it's slowly becoming polluted as a result of the waste pack dissolving. So it'd be good to cut this all back before it is no longer harvestable wood. Because the trees will just rot. Oh, speaking of Manhunter packs. They're going against this shambler. And then they're going to come to us. Yeah, that's pretty vicious. Uh-oh. That's not who I thought was up here. I don't want you getting scoria. In fact, it's probably best if Good doesn't do it. Like, the chances of rats chewing through her, like, stone skin is pretty low, but not zero. So I'd rather shoot them if possible. Oh, she's just kill skipping. Never mind. It's a little late for that. But if any of these rats are edible, like this one, we can eat it. And I'll have the shooters ready for the next grouping. No, that one's edible too. Granted, it was killed by zombies, so I'm not really sure if I would want to eat it, but, like, technically. So Curran Sloan, you can go back to base, hauling wood with you, and then Kadath. So we don't end up with, like, a rat-pocalypse. Where did they die? Start burning these little ones, because they're just going to come back, and that will be annoying. Alright, move the fresh rat away from the pile. There's two of them. Kill this one, and then let them all on fire. Light. Why can't you light? What's going on? Light. Is my mouse breaking or something? I don't know what was going on. I couldn't click for some reason. Alright, so we got 3 rats out of that. And the rats, like, cleaned up a lot of the zombies, too, so... Not bad. Good officially has tattered, I'm guessing, Locust armor. And yeah, I knew that was going to be an issue. She's going to wear it to death. And then she might even end up picking up, like, Sloan or Kadath's, or Sloan's recon armor at some point. Or, alternatively, Angels and Soldiers that are in the Ancient Dangers might be wearing recon armor that she can wear as well. Oh, I had both Good and a Dead Rat selected. Alright, that makes sense. Because I know, yesterday I was having issues with my E key. Sometimes my E key doesn't work. And I know that I probably have to replace my keyboard. It's working right now, but it wasn't working yesterday. I was, like, trying to rotate buildings and typing. And I kept misspelling words, dropping E's. I was like, huh, I'm not this stupid. What's going on? No, it was my keyboard. Oh, I missed one. Okay, well, it revived or something. Oh, well. The border wall's like, oh, shoot! Sorry. No sleep for you. She's like, dang it. 12 seconds of sleep. That's all I'm worth? Yeah, I'm sorry. I missed it. I'll have someone else clean it up if that's any consolation. Kadath, you're on that. Oh, it's not even over. Hold up. Sorry, I lied. She's like, God damn you. Border walls essential? Oh, absolutely. 100%. Reminds me a little bit of like Walking Dead. You know, one of the themes of Walking Dead is anytime their community has like a wall breach, it's like devastating. And it makes sense. Totally makes sense. Zombies are pretty manageable when they're kept corralled, but as soon as they're like released, the horde is a horde, and hordes are scary. It's like anytime, a lot of times in like large venues when you have a sudden rush or stampede, what kills people in those stampedes is other people just crushing them to death. Oh, 15. Yeah, the numbers are starting to grow. But this forest is getting pulled up. Now, if you're wondering about how the pollution mechanics work, once this area gets fully polluted, any waste that decays here will add pollution down here. There is no, like, moving it far enough away that it won't harm you. It will find a spot and pollute a local area. So there's that's not possible. You can't just, like... If a map tile is 100% polluted, you can't remove it and have it decay for a net negative. It doesn't work like that. The only way to delete is the waste atomizers or the pollux trees, or burying it underground if we had an underground tile, which we don't. So yeah, the pollux tree is the only way to, because waste pack atomizer doesn't exist, mechs don't exist. So waste pack atomizer is the only way to like permanently delete it, which is why the pollux trees the pollux trees, because the waste pack atomizers can't be built, which is why the pollux trees are so important, which is also why I put it behind our walls, so that like a random forest fire can't burn this thing without me noticing. Because, you know, we'll put the fire out. Alright, almost all the trees are cleared. And then it's just a manner of hauling out the wood. That's going to be a lot of good wood. Build stuff out of it, or make chem fuel out of it or something. Oh, you know what? This is gonna raid that solves itself. Baseliner, 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 single phase, baseliner, baseliner. It's too bad I can't kill the single phase myself, but they spawned in right where the swarm spawned in, so like, this is fine. The Sanguivage ran, and the rest of them died. Oh, and... okay. Then we have 13 new ones. No rest. Not at all. Nope. Get over here. Well then. 'Twas a fight. Sakura, patch her. Sloan, you're on cleanup today. Gadath, you grab the bioferrite, because you're the only one that uses it in your gun. I think that's fair. Oh. Shoot. Shoot. Shooty shoot shoot. It knocked Nabe unconscious, just bleeding. Meaning rescuable and doesn't need psychic healing. It broke my damn door. Can I burn the bodies up there? I'm not going to. I mean, it could, but they're not. They'll just wander around there and die. It's fine. Basically, the wanderers just like wiggle around and die. They don't actively come my way. Oh, a housewife. A homeless housewife. Does that just make you a wife then? There's a charity incident with Maua. I like your traits. With psych hypersensitive, it's going to be really easy to teach you psychcasting. You have some pretty bad wounds, but oh, Sloan, what the hell, man? I've never seen a fire so bad. Kadath, go help him. She needs help now, so I'm gonna go rescue her at top speed. Nope, he's okay. Okay, Sloan, did you torch all the corpses? You did. Just be more careful not to burn yourself in the future. And at least we have some herbal meds to, like, help. And I'm not, they are of our faith, so I'm not gonna, like, imprison them. So if they join, they join, in other words. They won't be forced like we force others. And I installed the extra light there because there was a dark spot right there, and I don't want someone that loves light to be stuck in not light. So if they choose to join, that's cool. They're not affiliated with a faction. They could choose to just stay here if they want, and that's entirely up to them. Hey, fellow Spypet, thank you for the resub. So was there anything of value? Pump shotgun, biocolored revolver, machine pistol, not really. Some packaged of ramen meals, but nothing of real value up here. So I don't really need to worry about that grouping. Now, lady, you're awfully pale for what isn't a vampire. Don't worry, I know you're not. But you might need some vitamin D. You're about as pasty comes. Oh, why would you do that? Nope, she chose to join. Cool. Raffle timer for the first actual colonist that we added to the group. And that raffle timer will be basically the last thing I do this stream. So taking a look at her, she can doctor. She is a really good animal handler, which allows us to actually start considering to ranch. She has a burning passion in cooking, which relieves good of cooking duty. She can hunt. Oh no, she really can't hunt. Animals, so she can plant, grow, and do art better than anyone else. So she's actually insanely useful. And then as a fast learner, that's amazing. And then hypersensitive, she's going to be a really good sidecaster. Delicate is going to be hard to contend with, so she probably shouldn't be a brawler, but she could also follow Sakura's footsteps in becoming a protector. I think that would be wise. You're going to be zoned close to home. Same order, same priority, same everything as everyone else. Research project. We haven't been doing any research for a while. I think I'm going to push towards, like, better armor now with Sloan, now that Sloan's freed up to do research. Does she need a mask? She will. Most of where she's going to be working, at least initially, is going to be safe places. But with that said, it would be wise to get the machining table finally up to get her a mask. So, make gas mask. And then we need... Oh, we need chem fuel for that. Right. So let's get biofuel refining to get a gas mask. What are you doing to the rat? Training its tameness? Okay. Guess someone had to do it. Oh, zombs. Be gone. See, only one close to perimeter. And this is no longer a medical bed. This is your actual bed for whatever your name is going to be in a minute 40. Probably didn't need medicine for that. In fact, let's not give you meds. We really don't need it. Time slowed down. Someone's in danger. Yep. They've been wandering in pretty hard. Your name was Yoshi? Okay. Well, I'm not going to mount you, bud. But I will drop you off a cliff. Oh, great. Your name is Yoshi Dick. Perfect. So many shards everywhere. Alright, perimeter wall. Looking pretty good. Got a lot of the bridge up. I think once Kadath wakes up, I'm going to force clear the barricades so that we can plant wider now that I have another plant grower. And I might even get rid of the, this field here. Because I'm not strictly convinced it's necessary now that we have more fertile soil. Baffled Rascal. Alright. Congratulations. And I'm going to call her Rascal. And if you want to change it, that's totally up to you. She's also going to require a weapon, which I do not have at the moment, but you know, that's something to be solved at a later date. Taking a look at her current health, I think it's probably worth dealing with a tainted mask for now until I am able to make a nicer one. So I'm going to give her the tainted one. But now that we have raffled her off, I'll play a little bit longer, but I can't go too far over time. I'd like to get more of the border boundary wall done. Checking that off, finally off the list. $18. All right, yeah, we're starting to get kind of serious. It's getting pretty swarmy out there. If you were worried about it being like, oh, 5-6, 5-6, nothing that good can't handle. No, it doesn't stay that way. It ramps. Oh, speaking of which. Alright, we have a Bruxa on Go Juice. That's fun. And a Strigoi coming in. A Strigoi that can crush hearts. Got it. We also... Gem, Inquisitor of the Broken Empire, has informed us of the location of a sealed entrance to one of the Deadlife supply silos left behind during Operation Deadlife, a planet-spanning initiative launched by a defunct crisis state authority in preparation for global catastrophe. I think they did their job. It's pretty catastrophic. These silos were designed to remain sealed for generations, intended to serve as last resort caches for surviving factions. Inside, it is believed they contain critical survival materials, building materials, medicines, weapons, schematics. The deeper chambers are rumored to hold equipment and supplies capable of restarting civilization itself. But time has not left them untouched. The interior is pitch black, and something stirs in the shadows. Sight is not your only defense. Find a way to power the lights quickly. Without light, you'll be navigating blind and vulnerable to attack. Each silo is known to contain at least one ancient command desk or map table used to coordinate military movements. Studying these might reveal the locations of other silos, and more importantly, bring us closer to discovering the command headquarters, the nerve center of Operation Deadlife, where the truth behind this apocalyptic plan may still lie buried. Once enough materials have been secured and hauled out, the quest will be marked as complete. Got it. I would like to kill that Bruxa and Strigoi myself. Call me greedy, but that's just what I'm about. You are a Strigoi. Well, you were, and now you're not. Congrats. You've been slain. Ooh! If only, what's-his-name was still with us, he'd be really happy, because we have drugs for days. Hey, Angie, you're a Bruxa? Yeah, no. Oh, I should have stripped your helmet off. Too late. Cut your head clean off. That mask no longer exists. It got deleted. I could have saved myself some chem fuel, but whoops! I got a little overzealous, which is like a correct thing to be as a vampire slayer. There's no ceiling for zealous response when fighting vamps. Try not to get my heart ripped out? Yeah, don't worry. I think I'm okay. What did we do to you? Just chopped your head off? Yeah, I like how you had sharp talons. It's like, yeah, nothing personal, kid. But you're not going to see this coming. And what did we do to the other vampire? Cut your torso out, and then cut your head off. Don't stand on the corpses. You know better. No coming back for you all. Be gone. I don't know about their gear. Steel. I don't care if it burns up. It's not like a useful source of steel. But alright. Raid is done. And making a little bit more progress on the farm, too. That's a group. Glommed on 20. They do have a tendency to kind of like group up, which is another potential threat. I would say, at this point, given our lack of... So there is a little bit of steel up here, but I think we're going to need to consider mining up even more of it, because we've gone through a lot of the steel building the bridge. Now, this was a massive undertaking. It's amazing that we got as much as we did already, to be honest. Because it was just a ton of steel going into these bridges. But it's going to make long-term survivability in this map tile a lot easier. Because we'll have the ability to grow crops and not worry about the flood seasons and have perimeter security. I mean, it offers so many different separate benefits. Rascal, is there anything I could do to help you out? You're in intense pain. You know what? You just got recruited. Let's have you only have a small amount of required work, because it's not like you're even all that healthy. So you can have a lot more R&R than you were currently allotted. So Good managed to bring back a whole lot of steel from this site. There's only 36 left, and she's starting to mine a new site. That ought to help. Biofuel refining is done. And now I'm going to go back to multi-analyzer. So with biofuel refining, we're going to be able to do chem fuel production. I don't really... So this can't be moved. It might be a little weird to put it outside, but like I can eventually box this up into its own room. So for lack of a better spot, I'm just going to plop it outside. And then I know that most of our steel has been going directly into the bridges. So what I want to do is I want to have Good haul steel back and then not use it in the bridge, but instead build the biofuel refinery so that we can actually get a mask. Because Rascal at the moment is wearing like a tainted one, and that's gross. Like someone died in it. So big no thanks. And if you're wondering if I'm going to use water wheels, I probably will. It's just we aren't running into a super bad power supply issue right now, but we will eventually. And when that eventually happens, water wheels does make a whole lot of sense. Now, with the water wheels, we will need to build even more bridges to like physically support the water wheels or build it on the edge. But this is all fertile soil, so we want to utilize the fertile soil probably as much as we can. So it's going to require a little bit of extra engineering, but, you know, I intend to do it. These guys are wandering closer and closer to the center. Got it. But here we are. And we're going to make it from wood until we have, let's say, 100. And I want to make, as like the final thing to do this stream, at least a mask for Rascal. So that Rascal isn't stuck sucking nasty gas through a dead man mask. And for that, we need more steel. So that's going to have to wait for the morning. Got it. But one of the reasons why I started planting cotton is so that we can make like flack and masks and things like that. And then planting or making chem fuel for that purpose as well. Trespassers be gone. Wait, all 20? Don't get too hurt now. Imagine her in cataphract armor. With, like, architect legs. And a power claw. Yep. Cannot... Oh, you just got better. Good lord. Alright. I know one's wiggling around in the middle. Maybe it will just burn up. Oh, even more? All your dead friends wasn't an indicator that you can't handle this? Got it. Well, I guess you're not really friends. Sakura! If there was ever a time for a word of healing, now would be it. And you can finish up torching. Rascal. Yeah, wouldn't be a bad idea, especially given that you're delicate. I'm not going to have you like tank ever if I can. And you're also a fast learner, so giving you the ability to get medicine training would be awesome. All right, so that group of like, I don't know, 20 or so are now gone. Terrifying rats. 21 man-hunting rats for jump pack tech print? Sure. Bring it on. Those rats are probably just going to fight zombies anyway, right? I probably won't even be involved. All right, just to wrap this up, let's go ahead and break down this barricade so that it expands the farm. And then, hopefully, once Good is finished being treated, we'll have her grab a little bit of steel, and we'll finally make that mask that is, like, now long overdue. Because I don't want to commit to just one more turn forever and ever and ever. Look at that face. Let's have you hang on a minute. There we go, a little better. So some of these tiles are still too polluted to grow, but once they're cleaned up, we'll put heal root there as well. So we've got just about a full bridge all the way around, which is, I suppose, a bit of a milestone. Oh. You are a gourmand brawler of... Okay. When it rains, it pours. What I'm going to try to do is tame him with Rascal, meaning Rascal, you're going to need unrestricted access to Shot. Shot's 17 years old and in mortal danger. Got it. Everyone else, the other half of the assault is coming up the northwest, and I'm going to combat command for that, and Good will join them. I'm just trying to keep Shot alive, so wouldn't mind having another brawler. That sounds awesome. Someone to go into the tutelage of Good, if possible. Now, Rascal, I'm going to have you, yeah, you're coming down here anyway to try to tame Shot, and then afterwards I'll have you torch the corpses, because the shooters are going to need backup over here, I think. Where'd she go? Oh, you're back. Alright, quit skipping. Okay, good. I think you deserve some much-deserved R&R. Sakur will be your doctor. Sloan, you're gonna clean up this mess. You're the leader. You'll take responsibility. And Kadath, you can go back to, being our crafter, making the first mask, finally. The steel got mostly hauled down, but it just needs a little finesse from a crafter to get all the way over. So here it is. Here's the mask. This is the last thing I wanted to do. Finally getting around to doing it. Rascal, you did not manage to tame Shot. I'm a little worried for Shot down there, but you torch these corpses and then you return home. before they revive. Sloan, you've got 2 more to haul. The mask is now done. Rascal will be able to get out of Tainted Apparel, which is awesome. Sloan is just about done hauling all the corpses. We'll torch them, and that is where I'll end. So Rascal. Where? Oh, here it is. There you go. No longer wearing a tainted mask. Great. Sweet. Well, friends, having rescued a whole lot of people, finally added to our number via Rascal, and potentially soon with Shot, built this entire base, cleaned up a lot of the pollution, started planting, built a giant steel bridge to hold back floodwater, and then built most of the perimeter wall. This is where we end up for the first stream of this series. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Inquest of the Dead, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, especially Sakura and Sloan, who suggested this scenario, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Inquisitors.